Godzilla vs. Kong has been using weapons for a long time. The anchor and chain in Skull Island, to the tree spear and axe in Godzilla vs. Kong. It's safe to say we knew that Kong was going to need to get a new weapon in the new Empire movie for him to stand any chance at the world-ending threats like Scar and Shimo. We made a video last year theorizing on what this new weapon could be, and while it sucks that we're not getting Kong with a minigun, we will be seeing the big ape rush into battle with his new weapon, the Beast Glove. You heard right, thanks to these revealed photos and the item descriptions that came with them, we have our official name for Kong's new weapon. Now in the description they show it as an acronym, something this series is known for using to describe its technology. I couldn't think of what these letters could possibly stand for, but if you have any ideas, let me know down below. In this video, we're going to explore some ideas on why Kong got this new weapon in the first place, along with some theories on how the weapon could help him in combat. And of course, we're gonna delve deep into the visible design of the Beast Glove. Everyone, this is Jacob and welcome to Dangerville. If you want, go down and leave me a comment telling me what advantages this Beast Glove may give Kong in the new Empire movie. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Alright, let's get to it. Now before we start talking about the Beast Glove, what the heck happened to Kong's axe? You know, the one from Godzilla vs. Kong. We see Kong wielding his famous weapon in the trailer at certain bits throughout it, but it seems like early on in this story, Kong is going to somehow lose the axe. But how? When we see Kong with his axe in the trailer, he's alone and appears to be on a sort of adventure or pilgrimage in the Hollow Earth in some attempt at learning more about his kind's past. We can assume that after Kong stumbles across Diddy Kong, that he is led to Scar's kingdom in one way or another. Now, it's unlikely that Kong would ever freely give up his axe to enter this place, so it's more likely that Kong will follow Diddy back to the kingdom and then be ambushed by some of Scar's guards. Scar's guards, that sounds kind of familiar. When we see the Scar King in the trailer jump down in front of the crowd of apes, if you zoom in you can see our boy Kong standing there in the middle, but without his axe. This leads us to assume that Kong's axe was either broken or confiscated between this shot and this one right here in the story. With his axe gone, Kong loses his most effective killing weapon, and has to go back to using his pure brute strength in simple hand-to-hand combat. We have a running theory going on that the Scar King is not going to be too thrilled with Kong not showing him ultimate respect here. And if you haven't noticed, this whole area here looks like prime wrestling real estate. I wouldn't doubt that Kong and Scar fight shortly after this moment, and unfortunately for Kong, he may just have his arm severely damaged in this battle. Now this is just a theory, but whether it's due to the Scar King, Shimo, or something else, we really do think that Kong is going to have his arm broken or severely injured in some way in this movie, to the point of him losing his strength in his arm. And since it's Kong's primary axe-wielding hand, maybe his gripped strength is just not capable of wielding the weapon during the remaining events of the new Empire movie, which makes this glove, or what is actually more like a half-sleeve, actually have a real purpose in the story that makes it something more than just being a wild and wacky new weapon. Think of the Beast Glove as an elbow brace that you see athletes wear that allows them to still compete with injuries. If it worked for Gronk, it can work for Kong. Now we're getting close to talking about what new abilities and powers this Beast Glove could have. But let's first take a deeper look at the thing. So, it's yellow, obviously. Which personally I'm not so sure if I enjoy or not. I feel like a nice gunmetal gray would have fit Kong's appearance a little more nicely. However, there could be a reason to explain this. Most heavy lifting equipment we humans use are colored yellow. This leads us to the possibility of the Beast Glove being thrown together by Kong's human allies, using repurposed equipment and technology, since Monarch and others have likely been building settlements in the Hollow Earth after the events of Godzilla vs. Kong. It would make sense that if shit hit the fan, that they could easily break a few of those giant machines down and slap the Beast Glove together with all those supplies. And this would fit with the movie's supposed very urgent pacing and story. As far as we know, Kong and the humans won't have months of time to prepare. Now let's say that the Beast Glove was not a spur-of-the-moment thing. We also have a theory that it was always intended to be used with Kong regardless of the events that play out in the new Empire movie. To the point of which maybe at some point a human character comes on screen and says, "The glove prototype we've been testing for years is nearly ready, sir. And then chaos breaks out and they're all like, well, good thing we were working on this thing already because Kong's arm is freaking broken. We need that ape to fight right now. Starting right above his elbow and then going down to the tips of his fingers. The beast glove resembles an exoskeleton, with separate pieces and segments that make the glove appear to be armored almost. These separate sections may work like armored plating, allowing Kong to let the glove take some of the brunt of any incoming attacks. And since we're already going all out in this new movie, why not have the glove work like Kratos' shield in the new God of War games, extending out in times of need to work more like a traditional shield. It's an insane idea, but hey, at this point, it could happen. So maybe the beast glove works like a brace to support Kong's arm and give him added strength. Perhaps it also works like a shield and gives him added defense. But what if I told you this could be the device that finally lets Kong do this again? Fans have long wondered if Kong would get his electric powers back from the original King Kong vs. Godzilla movie. And while this gauntlet isn't a lightning bolt, it could generate its own power, similar to what we've seen with Mechagodzilla. In the lore of the Monsterverse, it's completely possible for the Beast Glove to allow Kong to have an electric slap, punch, and grip, making his already deadly punches even more dangerous. It's like comparing a human punching with bare knuckles compared to one with brass knuckles. And if you look real close in the trailer, there's even a point where the glove might be flickering blue for a split second, meaning that, hey, is this electric power flowing through it? But more than likely, it's just a bit of lighting reflecting on the metal there. So give me your thoughts about Kong's new weapon, the Beast Glove. I'll go ahead and give you mine. In the grand scheme of weapons they could have chose for Kong to use, this would not have been my first pick, just saying. I would have preferred to see something like a spear, or a more traditional melee weapon. And the color doesn't flow with Kong's design, I don't think, but maybe there is a reason for this, or maybe they thought yellow would attract more kids into buying merchandise. I don't know, who knows. But regardless, I'm excited to see Kong utilize a new weapon, even a wacky one like this. And if you're excited to see Kong with the Infinity Gauntlet, smack the like button and share this video. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe and become a resident of Dangerville today. Before we go, I ask the members of Dangerville, which if you aren't one, consider joining up now. I ask them how they felt about Kong's new weapon, the Beast Glove. Evan Anderson says, I think the Beast Glove will be a form of Titan armor that Kong will have to wear after being possibly injured by the Scar King. We're on the same page there. The glove can absorb/deflect Titan rays or Hollow Earth energy like the battle axe in Godzilla vs. Kong, making Kong more powerful than ever. Once again, I agree, Evan. It seems we're on the same page here. I like this one from Beast Fantastic, too. It doesn't draw my attention as much as Pinkzilla. Yeah, I guess so. As always, everyone, this has been Jacob, and I will see you in the next one.